Also, can you give us the links as well?
Yeah. Here, I'll post it in the Discord. Let me send the tweet out first for people on Twitter so they can have the link, where normal people get it.
What
Booty.
is Twitter?
What is this? What is this tweeter?
It's this
Twitter is a
platform.
terrible place.
It's this platform that I use to take out my anger and aggression on Ben Shapiro. Here we go.
And occasionally watch Larry do something bizarre and like talk to one of the weird SJW people, like a normal person.
Moody.
So nothing important. Got it.
All right. While we wait on RuneKnight, I'm gonna at Ben Shapiro. I hold you personally responsible for the shit show I'm about to broadcast over the internet. It is only because of your lizard people kind controlling the media that my dumbass is actually able to do this without regard. Yours truly, Church Kissy Face.
The kissy face is the topper on that cake.
Speaking of Twitter nonsense, should we talk about the shenanigans you, me, and Larry got up to the other night on there?
I mean, we can bring that up.
Oh, that was just too much fun. I haven't had that much fun on Twitter in like months. I tried to pick fights with some people a few weeks ago because I was bored at work and no one was biting. It was so annoying.
Yeah, I don't even have to try. I just kind of creep in. It's like, oh, you want some of this? And I'm like, yes, I do. You got my number right there, Hoss. I live and breathe for this shit. Let's get in the mud. No, I don't know what happened there. Like, I have a problem, Danielle, and maybe you can back me up on this. With anyone trying to take responsibility for the agency of an entire group of people.
Yeah,
that really like pisses me off, because it's used entirely too often to make straw man arguments to make other people try to feel guilty about having an opinion.
right, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So that specific argument trying to,
So
I guess,
I see someone doing this to one of my mutual follows on Twitter, right? And you know how Twitter works. Like, if you follow someone,
yeah,
even if you're not involved in the discussion they're having, their responses to it might show up on your timeline.
right.
Even if you're not involved with the person they started the conversation with. So I see it, and they're all just like, oh, well, Dillard, get in here, man. If you want to join, we've told you how to do this 1,000,000 times.
Is he sitting in the waiting room?
No, he's talking in chat on the YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Dillard, you know how to get in the Discord, man. Or if you don't, DM me on Twitter. I'll remind you. We have a script. It's not like it's impossible to squeeze you in. Jackass.
Yeah, we can toss some stuff over.
But,
my highlighting! No!
Oh gosh, not the highlighting.
But,
I mean, we could have Dillard be Two-Face.
Oh man, that's like what, one line?
He's got maybe like 5, maybe. I don't know, not many.
Okay. All right.
And some of them are just making sounds of getting beat
If
up.
he wants to be a bitch about it, he can come on and be the narrator. I'll take the night off.
You wish you got that request.
He hates us forever. All right, Dillard.
No, you don't. I'm too cute.
But no, somebody started some shit and decided they were going to go to bat for the entirety of the trans community over some out of context shit. I called them out on it, and they were just like, "Stop dogpiling me!" Oh man, it was just downhill from there. And
how can any one person just say, "I speak for everybody" when I say, blah, blah, blah. You speak for yourself, dumbass.
No, he's leaving out the best part is when I jumped into it and replied to one of Church's tweets with a sarcastic gif, and then this person goes like, "Oh, I see how it is. Bring your coworker in, or your co-host in on this." And then, so I was like, "All right, bitch, I was just gonna do this and leave." So I just sat there.
So you took the bait. The bait.
No, I sat there for the next 20 minutes, only responding to Church's responses to this person, never actually directly responding to this person.
And I kept liking their tweets because no one else will.
Until eventually, me and Church both got blocked.
I was about to invite him on the show.
Dillard will apparently represent the trans community. He said, "Ask him anything."
I will not do that.
What's the best way to tuck, Dillard?
Dillard, don't answer that. Not in my chat, at least.
And I kept liking their tweets.
Larry, if you're talking, I can't barely hear you, buddy.
Well, I wasn't talking because there's a whole lot of other talking happening.
Oh, you can talk. Your thing was lighting up, though. That's why I said that. No, Larry took a completely different approach, and it was noble as well. I don't even know if he's blocked yet or not.
Yeah, did you ever get blocked, Larry?
What was that?
Did Jinx ever block you, Larry?
No.
Really?
All right. No, Larry started catching some heat from some other people that jumped in at the end.
Just a second.
Your thing was lighting up.
Just a second. I'm like hearing all the stuff that was said earlier, but
yeah, the stream's playing in the background for you.
Yeah, you have YouTube still playing.
He doesn't hear you.
Jesus, Dillard.
You should know this by now.
Yeah. We are going to be reading a script tonight.
In public, in front of children.
We are going to be reading
in public in front of children. What?
A script for Batman the Animated Series tonight. As soon as Rune gets back, Rune and Larry get back. I just didn't want to postpone going live much longer because I would have found a way to call it off for another night. We're already 2 nights behind in doing this show. So,
okay. Really weird.
It sounded like the stream was playing in the background for you, but I'm assuming you're smart enough to check that.
No, like I had my YouTube even muted.
Huh.
That's so weird.
I blame YouTube gremlins.
It has to be.
I don't. I blame Discord gremlins because there's a lot of them.
Yes, there are. If only those furries who ran Discord weren't into protecting all of their friends from the child porn.
Well, that's a whole string of words that just went right over my head.
Well, the people who created Discord are furries, and they have a soft spot for a certain subculture of furries that isn't within the mainstream views on age. But it's okay because it's all simulated, you guys. Honest.
I don't think so. I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
No, nor does anybody else.
Anyway, does anybody else did everybody have a good 4th of July weekend? Anybody blow a hand or a finger off?
No.
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 Why would you do that?
My own or somebody else's?
Well, I mean, either or, whatever makes for a good story.
Oh.
I'm assuming you're boring and don't do fireworks, Ayrton. That's where because you're an old man in a young man's body.
Yeah, I don't do fireworks. I actually hate fireworks. I find them super boring and pointless.
Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah. I was born in the South. My dick.
Okay. Every single fireworks show is the same fucking thing every single year. You can only
no,
say
it's not. 9 years
so
ago
many
in
times.
San Francisco, they set off an entire 17-minute fireworks display at once, and it was amazing.
Okay. Well,
That was amazing.
If you could guarantee that would happen,
It was like an atomic bomb going off for 30 straight seconds.
If you could guarantee that would happen if you took me to a fireworks show, I would go.
Pretty
see
sure
that.
everybody that watched it went blind.
They didn't know they needed to bring their welding goggles with them that day.
But yeah, the whole scenario with Jinx, we had a nice conversation, and then she eventually stopped talking because she moved on.
If she hadn't blocked me, she wouldn't have. That's right. She wouldn't have been able to move on if she hadn't blocked me. She was unable to resist. It was glorious.
I wasn't trying to troll her. I was trying to get her to admit all of her statements were basically performative nonsense. And to get her to acknowledge that, if you post on Twitter, you're literally making yourself a target for anybody who sees your post on Twitter.
Pretty much. Yeah. And you can't actually go look for meaningful, wholesome engagement on Twitter.
You have to force it with violence.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that shit to DMs. We don't want to fucking see it. There's not a dick joke every 4 tweets. I'm going to fucking make one. I'm going to make you feel very, very dumb just because it's fun.
That was so much fun.
Come on, Rune. What are you doing?
The best part was jumping between our actual tweeting with that person and then our DMs. Just jumping back and forth between the two.
Look, man, you can't reveal the gay ops live on air. Like, we got to keep those a secret.
There were no gay ops.
Wait, we're live on air?
I just saw you tweet something and I decided to respond to it with something sarcastic.
Yeah, no.
Wait, we're live on air? I thought that we were just goofing around waiting for Joe to get here so we could have him be the Joker and we can do the thing.
No, man, you literally left because we were live and you could hear it in the background.
Oh, man.
Your excuse is mute.
Okay, maybe Discord hasn't been recording this whole time. That would be par for the course, right?
Probably.
Oh, Ayrton has a soundboard now. He's unstoppable.
Just wait till I download a programmable one.
Ooh, fancy.
Fucking Christ. Might as well just ban your IP address from the Discord now.
The technology is going to go over your head, though, if you download too much.
No, it's cool. He's on a computer now. He's evolved.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's unstoppable.
Forgot we got rid of the rotary phone.
This cold open's going lukewarm real fast. It's like a beer.
Really
it's not very good.
We're running out of shit to talk about. Can we? When does Joe show up? Can't we do?
All right, let me.
Like halfway through this.
Yeah, but I'm not going to make him catch up and miss half of it, at least for another 10 minutes or so. He's waited longer on us.
That's fair.
This is true.
Church, tell the people why you gathered us here this evening.
Well, I've already tried to squeeze it in there. We're going to do another roundtable script read of a Batman the animated series unaired episode called Midnight. Revolves around a mobster who is the key drug dealer in Gotham City, which is apparently a really big deal. Somehow he's outselling, literal supervillains. So good on him there. Entrepreneurship on display. Mainly a
capitalism. Fuck
yeah. Mainly a Robin story. So we'll get into that. Robin and Alfred are going to be your main characters. The Joker makes an appearance. You'll see him when he gets there. There's some thugs and some grunting and some fighty.
Some fighty.
Yeah, just some general. Batman cartoony goodness, and we're going to bring it here live based on basically the panel's positive response to the Powerpuff Girls script.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah,
We did.
So, unfortunately, I have found a plethora of scripts, and Moody has also found apparently a few scripts at least. I don't know how deep his reservoirs go of shitty television scripts that we could read live on air. We're gonna continue doing this until we get sued. At least I think
very shallow. The
Until we
moment
get
the moment you said a Batman script, I went and dug out a whole bunch more off of the internet using my crazy googling skills.
Oh, okay, yeah. Look,
How that
Googling is
works.
can we talk about that for a second while we wait on Joe?
we
Googling,
so can.
Googling literally is a fucking skill in 2021, is it not?
They teach classes on how to Google correctly.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I'll go one further. They teach classes specifically for computer security admins that teach how you can use Googling as a tool for hacking. That's a real art, actually.
And also, Google has designed their search algorithm now so that you don't find the things you directly ask Google for.
Yep.
You're more likely to find the thing you're asking for in DuckDuckGo.
Well, I've actually told Ayrton multiple times when he's asked me a dumbass question while sitting in front of his iPad that I was going to Google that for him, and that's actually a website called "Let Me Google That For You." Anybody ask you a dumbass question, you can go to this website and Google it, and it will give you a link that will go through the motions of typing and searching for that person.
Which I proceeded to use on numerous people. I think once on you, Danielle.
You have. I asked you. It was a really stupid question. Admittedly, a very stupid question.
Well,
but yeah, you did. Actually, it's been more than once.
Well, the thing is and I want everyone close to me to realize something. If you have a cell phone or a tablet in your immediate reach, you have access to the wealth of human information at your fingertips. Literally everything anyone has ever known is in that little rectangle. And
it's amazing.
And asking dumbass questions just should no longer be acceptable.
I wholeheartedly agree.
But as towards future reads, it's known inside the Batman community that there are at least 4 unaired scripts, which are The Count and the Countess, The Midnight Hour, which is the one we're doing now, Mind Games, and Vigil. And I know we have scripts for 3 of the 4 unaired episodes of Batman miniseries.
Yeah, well, we've got the markup for one. We don't have the full script for it.
It's just not broken down into it's not broken down to roles like our normal script is. It's written more in like a narrative form, so it has to be reformatted. Yeah, but it's done by the same guy who actually wrote Midnight Hour, Mind Games, and Vigil. Were all written by the same guy.
Okay.
Those were who was it that wrote those 3 scripts? I don't remember.
You want me to Google that for you, Moody?
Thanks.
That was good. That was good, Ayrton. Like I give you applause for that. That was quick. That was faster than I knew you had it in you to be.
Well, now I don't care.
Oh, that fucking soundboard. I hate you so much already for it.
Moody for helping me get it.
I was gonna say, Moody, I hate you for helping him set it up. I had him convinced that he needed to go through a separate Discord account so that I could just boot the fucking soundboard when I got tired of it. But you had to go and fuck all of that up, so thanks.
You're welcome. I regret nothing.
No, I didn't have to get rid of Ayrton whole cloth.
J.K. Summers in the chat says, yet humanity focuses on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Well, of course, because of dopamine, man. Like,
you need that delicious, delicious dopamine.
The same reason people still enjoy cocaine, even though they all know that it will eventually kill them. Like, sweet dopamine. What the fuck was that?
I mean, do you guys?
It was my computer. I apologize.
Do you guys not sleep in a pillow filled with cocaine every night?
Not anymore. Doctor said if I kept doing that, I would die.
It helps me wake up in the morning.
I'm sure. Bitch and pillow fight.
It picked me up.
All right.
Oh, the writer for all three were Michael Reeves. That's who it was.
All right. How much longer do we give Joe?
Who knows?
I'm thinking 9:30 we should start. I mean, I think beyond that, there's no difference between waiting 10 minutes and waiting an hour. We have no idea what he's coming back.
So we should start an hour ago?
No, he's talking about his 9:30.
It is 9:26 my time because I am central. So,
all right, we'll give it 10 minutes total. We'll give it to not quite 10 minutes. We'll give it 9 minutes.
4, yeah.
Until we've been live for 30 minutes, and then we'll just catch Joe up when he gets back if he's not back by then.
That'll work.
Okay.
So somebody else take over the MCs for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The coldest open ever.
So
fucking open is frigid.
So the guy who wrote this, Michael Reeves, while there are 3 lost episodes that he wrote, he actually did write and they produced 28 that actually went to air. So he was one of the main writers of the series.
And all of that from a wheelchair. That's impressive.
Don't think it's the same Michael Reeves.
Oh. My bad.
Wait, isn't that Christopher Reeves?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the joke.
That's my bad.
I thought you were a redhead, not blonde.
No,
Look,
you see,
she can dye her hair if she wants. What do you got against it?
What am I mad about in this instant?
No, I said she could dye her hair if she wants. What do you have against it?
Right.
I mean, she's not going to. No. She doesn't have the time.
No. My kids are blonde, so I blame that.
No. You're spending too much time around them, it's bleeding off?
Yeah, that's it. It's easy to catch it because, I have no soul. So
it's just an empty vessel waiting to catch dumb. This explains so much about why some of the dumbest people I ever met was working a call center at AT&T. Just empty vessels waiting to be filled with dumb.
I feel like that would make it so much worse.
I had somebody who called and I was like, all right, you're gonna see 3 gray dots. They said, what's a dot? Like a circle? And they said, oh, okay. What's gray? And my mind blanked out. I could not figure out how you explain the color gray to someone who does not already know.
Light black, dark white.
Dark white. Oh God.
I'm not wrong.
I mean, that was years ago, but I think I answered something like, look, if there are 3 circles, just tell me.
I mean, dark white sounds like a great name for a jazz quartet.
You're not wrong. Actually, I'm stealing that.
But light black would be a blues quartet.
Okay. I see where you're going with this.
I mean, I thought light black was just the rallying cry for Antifa. That's what I thought.
Yeah, if you add the word businesses afterwards. So, Larry, what'd you do over the weekend?
Not a whole lot. Just playing some role-playing games, helping. We switched our campaign because my friend's dad died, and I'm playing basically. It started out playing more or less Jewish Indiana Jones, but now we've gotten the Doc Samson stuff mixed in because the DM figured out how to make Doc Samson in the system because the system isn't really good at making that. And my character encountered a Nazi scientist that had brutally tortured some poor person to near death and was about to torture the female reporter to death and or rape her, but not necessarily in that particular order. So my character immediately proceeded to shoot the Nazi.
One would hope.
Sadly, I was not able to use the volcano to destroy the secret Nazi lair, but because I took a trait in the game that means that automatically dangerous things happen around my character, the self-destruct mechanism activated itself.
And then you got fucked?
No, we did escape successfully because I made the successful rolls to escape.
Oh, well, that's good. So you did better than what I've been doing in the Gospel of Darkness streams.
Well, I mean, I also defeated a Sphinx that game because he decided to change up how the riddle of the Sphinx works, so I had to make it answer a riddle, and I exploited the fact that my buddy Tom has no respect for psychology. So I made a mythology riddle that used Jungian and Freudian psychology, and he rolled to have the Sphinx try to understand the riddle, and he had a complete failure on the roll. He actually made me get up to see the dice. Oh, that was it. I saw it.
Oh my gosh, I've been seeing these memes all day.
Well, I mean, I'm already part of his family because I saw that movie. And sure.
Right.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's like everything I'm seeing on Twitter and like everything.
It's worse than the Bernie Sanders Photoshop meme that was going around forever. It's close.
I would no. Here's my thing. I did not see the Bernie meme nearly as much as I've seen this meme today.
Really?
It's been like every other post I've been looking at has been a meme from F9. Like it's been crazy.
Yeah, but you know what's not crazy? Family.
And I really appreciate that Paul Walker was metaphorically in this movie as well. Well, no, they didn't digitally add him back in, but they had him show up at the end of the scene, but the last scene, it cut before you actually would see him.
So
I've been talking to the air. It's been great. They've been responding to me, chat, and you'll never fucking know. You'll never get to know what I said. Only they will, and it will haunt their dreams.
Every night for the past 2 years.
We want to go ahead and do this thing?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
All right, I guess I've dilly-dallied long enough. Should I put the script up on screen? That could be a problem, right?
Yeah, but then they're gonna know when we fuck up.
They're gonna know when we fuck up anyway, Danielle. But I see your point. We'll just leave it off for right now. We'll go ahead and make the stream start. So, well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Gospel of Comics. I am fantastic at YouTube intros and haven't been fucking off for the last half hour. Joining me today, as always, is my trusty co-host Ayrton McCartney and RuneKnight and Larry and Moody and Danielle, because this list keeps growing for some reason. Yeah.
It's because we're doing script reads now.
I know more about comic books than anybody else. That's my thing.
But do you know how to make articulated action figures?
Oh, shots fired!
I know not to articulate toes if I can't articulate heads. I think that's the meme right now, right?
That is, yes.
Okay. All right. But I mean, I don't have the money to make action figures, so what do I know? Right? Like these are obviously going to sell well beyond what he's asking for, and they're going to be quote unquote successful, so what's the point of giving them any more acknowledgement than that?
Yeah, you haven't made $4 million.
Right? I would make a better action figure if I had, though. God damn it! Anyway, today on the Gospel of Comics, we are joined by such a motley crew to do another script read. If you joined us for our Powerpuff Girls script read, then you are familiar with this format. We have all chosen roles from a script of a television show that has not aired. Again, we were lucky enough to come across Batman the Animated Series, The Midnight Hour. If you were here for the preamble or listened to it on the replay, then Moody talked a little bit about the author of this script, and I went through some of the basic bullet points, but we have waited for RuneKnight to get back, and we will just catch him up when we get a chance. So, without further ado, I guess this is where we get started, and I just closed my script. Anybody want to add anything else before? I mean, I think we've all had adequate time, but now this is the actual preamble before I start reading.
No, I'm ready to build this city on rock and roll.
Okay, good. All right. Batman the Animated Series, The Midnight Hour, Act 1. Fade in. External Warehouse District. Night establishing. Close on sign. An illuminated sign flashes the time. 3:28 a.m. Pan to frame. Boarded up building. Deserted streets. The perfect place for some kind of illegal transaction. Which is what's happening right now. A high-priced sedan is parked next to a panel truck, and boxes of something, illegal substances most likely, are visible through the truck. Thunder rumbles and flashes. Heat lightning are seen against the dark cloud. Autumn leaves swirl through shot. Closer. Drakkar, a female drug czar in a cashmere coat, opens a suitcase full of money and shows it to the supplier. The latter accepts it. Several goons flank both of them. On suitcase. The supplier is about to close in on the when a batarang flies into shot, striking the suitcase and knocking it from the supplier's hands. Sound effect. Supplier. Shout of surprise. Dramatic angle. Batman swings down. Silhouetted against a forked bolt of lightning. Thunder cracks. A goon fires at him, missing. The Dark Knight slams into two goons, taking them both out. The goons cry in pain. Batman wades into the remaining goons like Godzilla, leveling Tokyo. A goon leaps on his back. Batman flips him over to smash against another goon. Goons cry in pain. Another angle. Batman delivers a sidekick into another goon's breadbasket while slugging still another. He's unstoppable. Goons cry in pain again. On the side of the truck. Drakkar edges along the side of the truck. As she glances up on screen, nearby rooftop. Off screen, nearby rooftop. A sniper holding a tranquilizer rifle is just visible over the roof's edge. Close of Drakkar. She smiles. A particularly loud off-screen punch causes her to glance back nervously in the fracas. On to Batman and goons. Batman grabs one of the few remaining goons, lifts him off of his feet, and hurls him off screen. Goon, cry, then grunt of impact. On Batman and Drakkar. Batman turns his face in the shadow. Eyes burning. Heads towards Drakkar. The latter of which loses bladder control. Turns to run, but Batman is on her with a single leap. He grabs a double handful of expensive cashmere, lifts Drakkar off her feet. On Sniper. He fires his rifle. Close on Batman. 1,000 tranquilizer dots hit his shoulder. Batman, grunt of surprise. Wide angle. He slams Drakkar against the side of his truck as another goon pulls futilely at his cape. Drakkar, impact.
Ah!
On Batman. He staggers slightly into the bed, or staggers slightly as the drug begins to take effect. His point of view, Drakkar, fading in and out of focus. On goon behind Batman. The goon raises a sap overhead and brings it down off screen. Batman, impact groan. On Batman. He falls to his knees. The remaining goons leap on him, dragging him down like hyenas on a wounded lion. Another angle. The goons hold the struggling Dark Knight down as Drakkar approaches. She glares at Batman, kicks him viciously. Long shot. The goons lift an unconscious Batman and carry him towards the truck. Fade to black. Fade in on Dick Grayson's dorm room. Sunset. Close on death clock. Reading 7:10 p.m. Pull back to include the rooms we have established it in previous episodes. Pan to a desk where Dick Grayson is hitting the books. He leafs through a text, chews thoughtfully on an eraser end of a pencil, jots a few notes. Another angle, including the phone which rings. Dick grabs the receiver.
Hello? Alfred, what's up?
Cut to Wayne Manor, library, evening. Alfred is standing in a huge room, receiver to his ear.
This may sound foolish, Master Dick, but I'm concerned about Master Bruce. He's disappeared.
Cut to internal dorm room. Dick, leaning back on his chair, not looking terribly worried.
He sometimes goes undercover for days, Alfred. You know that.
Quite true, sir, but he told me last night that he would be back before morning. As he had an important stockholders meeting at 9 a.m.
I see.
Exterior Wayne Manor, evening. Dick's sport car roars up the long drive to the mansion. Internal mansion, foyer. Alfred opens the door. Dick enters.
Thank you for coming, Master Dick. I'm probably foolish for worrying, but...
Don't sweat it, Alfred. I mean, I just drove here in an RC car. What sort of case was he working on?
Library. They cross the bookcase, passing the clock that tells you it's 8:05. Alfred removes a book, triggering a release mechanism. During this...
I'm not sure, really. He said little about this one. You know how he gets sometimes.
The bookshelf opens, revealing the stairs leading down into the darkness. On Dick. He looks serious, a little tight-lipped. Bruce Retinance has always been hard for him to deal with.
Yeah, I know.
Batcave. Wide angle. Robin has his costume on. He buckles the utility belt while Alfred looks on.
Something to do with the city's drug trade, I believe. He mentioned that the warehouse district south of Pasco Place. Is that any help?
It's a start.
All right. Robin throws a leg over the bat cycle, picks up his helmet.
I hope I'm doing the right thing. Don't want to mess up Bruce's case by poking my nose in it.
I understand your reticence, but I have a bad feeling about this. I think he needs your help.
He doesn't need my help, Alfred. He doesn't need anybody's help. He never has.
Alfred approaches him from behind and puts a hand on Robin's shoulder.
If anyone knows him, lad, you do. If anyone can find him, you can.
Robin puts his helmet on, roars up the ramp. Alfred watches him go, worry etching on his face. Cut to Gotham City Street. Robin on Batcycle, traveling, night. The boy Wonder crouches low over the handlebars, his cape whipping behind him. Warehouse District, Pasco Place, night. We recognize the same locale where Batman was captured. The clock sign in BG now reads 8:42 p.m. Dial-up Batcave sound effect. Robin roars into the shot on the Batcycle. He dismounts. Robin shines a small flashlight on the street, looking for clues. His point of view. Vial. A small vial lying in the gutter. Light from the flashlight glitters off of it. Angle includes Robin. Robin kneels, picking up the vial carefully out of the gutter, touching it as little as possible, and regards it. Close on Robin. He carefully unstoppers the vial, sniffs it. Angle includes Batcycle. Robin goes back to it, takes a small microphone from the cycle's control console. He pushes a few buttons on the console.
Yes, Master Dick?
I'm in the warehouse district, Alfred. I found a vial of acid from Batman's utility belt. And it's unfortunately LSD because I'm hearing weird stuff.
He holds it up, regarding it.
He couldn't have dropped it accidentally.
A clue, then.
Maybe. I'm coming back. Might be some prints or something on this.
Close on him. He puts the vial in his compartment of the utility belt. Wipe 2, the Batcave, lab area. Robin's bent over the workbench, dusting the vial for prints. Alfred watches, needingly. Robin straightens up in disappointment.
Nothing. Batman never does anything without a purpose. This has got to mean something.
Perhaps a reference to one of your previous cases?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Angle includes trophy area. Robin and Alfred are facing the trophy area of the Batcave. We can see the giant penny, the robot dinosaur, the Joker card suspended from the cave ceiling. Other trophies might include the Bat duplicate from his Silicon Soul, the Mad Hatter's Dream Helmet from Perchance to Dream, the Katana Sword from Night of the Ninja, Director's Choice, so long as the Joker card is prominent in shot. Robin steps forward, looking at the trophies. But
which one? We've worked together on hundreds of cases.
Angle favors Joker card. The mocking Mont Blanc face leers down at them. Robin looks up at it. Arkham Asylum, night, where every night is Halloween. Cut 2, corridor, night. Dark, brooding, Lovecraftian. It makes Bedlam look like Bajas. In the high vaulted ceiling, the leaded skylight is pried open with a creak. Robin's silhouette appears against the moon. He drops widely down. Another angle. Robin sneaks down the corridor, moving from one pool of light to the next, where we can hear the crepuscular mutterings, that's a fucking $5 word, mutterings of inmates in their cells, barely audible. The black body radiation of madness.
I mean, look, why do they always let us out of this place?
Come on.
All right. Your mother for back. So, Joe, are you good to jump in?
I am here.
Okay, good job. We are, what page are we on? 10?
Bottom page 10.
I'm on the page. We're good.
All right, good. All right. Angle includes Joker's cell. It's a dark and glass-fronted cell. Robin approaches cautiously. Closer, he extends a hand, about to touch the glass when...
Don't smudge the glass.
Angle on Joker. The Joker leans forward into the dim light, his sadistic grin eerily half-lit. He's wearing loose white hospital garb and a heavy-duty straitjacket. His cell is dark, monastic. The Joker does not seem surprised to see Robin there.
It's not much, but it's the only view I have.
I'm looking for Batman.
Another angle. Joker. Eyes lidded, unnervingly still.
Aren't we all? Don't tell me you think I know where he is. After all, I'm just a poor lunatic locked away in an asylum
On Robin, in no mood for this, he leans forward angrily.
Stow it, Joker. Batman's missing. He's left this as a clue.
He holds up the vial of acid.
Acid. The same kind of acid you sometimes use in your lapel flower. Admit it. You're involved in this somehow.
On Joker, he looks crushed.
You wound me, boy. I assure you, I am as pure as driven snow.
On Robin, his confidence in Joker's involvement is slightly shaken.
So you don't know where he is?
On Joker, he smiles a smile of pure evil.
I didn't say that.
On Robin, he pounds both fists against the glass wall of Joker's cell.
Tell me, or I'll...
On Joker,
You'll
not at all
what?
disturbed Robin anger.
You'll what? Send me to Arkham? No. It won't be that easy. The clock's ticking, boy. You've got less than 3 hours.
On Robin, he shoots his cuff back, looks at his watch. It reads 9:15. Wide, on both of them, Robin glares at the Joker.
What do you
Joker,
mean?
He's loving this.
It'll be the biggest show in town. I'm surprised you weren't invited. I was.
On Robin,
What's going to
frantic
happen
now.
to him?
Oh, on the stroke of midnight, there'll be an auction. Only one item in the dock. Very rare prize indeed. The highest bidder gets to blow Batman away.
On Robin, he reacts in shock to the news. The Joker's laughter echoes, and we fade out. End Act 1. Act 2. Fade in. Arkham, Joker's cell, continuous. Robin facing the Joker's cell. The Joker still laughing.
Who, Joker? Who's got him? Tell me.
Favor Joker. He stops laughing, pretends to seriously consider this for a beat, and then...
No.
Robin, disgusted. He turns to leave and then turns back when he hears...
But! Call me old softy. I'll give you a hint.
Why the
Robin.
change of heart?
On Joker. Quick as Mercury, he goes to the jovial to sinister.
Because when Batman takes the final bow, I intend to be the one who rings down the curtain. Look in the graveyard.
Both. Wide. Joker leans back into the darkness as Robin steps forward.
The graveyard? Which one? Gotham Cemetery or Mount Crest?
On Joker, all we can see of him now is glowing eyes and maybe a hint of his grin, like a sinister Cheshire cat.
What? Do I have to do all the work for you? What's the matter, boy? Afraid you haven't got what it takes?
On Robin, reacting, clenching his fist, the Joker messes with his head.
Oh, but he's a hard taskmaster, Batman is. Stern, unforgiving, so perfect. It's not easy living up to his ideals, is it?
Shut up.
On Joker, he leans forward into the light again, giving Robin the full treatment.
You want to know how to find Batman? You gotta think like him. Get inside his head. That's what I do. It's not hard. If you're crazy. That's all. Toodaloo. Now, bye-bye, birdie.
He turns away into the darkness. On Robin, he hesitates, but knows he'll get no more out of Mr. J. He turns to head off screen. Wipe 2. Gotham City Street. Night. Traveling shot. Robin, on the bat cycle, roars down one of the mean streets of Gotham. He holds his mic to his lips.
It's 9:50 now. It'll take me 20 minutes to get there, or 20 hours since I'm on an RC car.
Cut to Batcave. On Alfred, he holds the phone.
Which cemetery will you investigate first?
Mountain Crest, where Jack Crown's buried.
Who?
Gotham Street traveling shot. Robin, night. He roars up a winding road to a distant graveyard.
The movie star Alfred, Teen Rebel, Wheels of Fire, Juvie Blues, Remember.
Cut to Alfred. He hasn't a clue.
Of course.
Cut to Mountain Crest Cemetery establishing night. The cemetery grounds are a Gothic sprawl of headstones, mausoleums, and monuments, coldly lit by Gotham's perennial full moon. Robin moves cautiously through the maze of grave markers, wisp of ground and fog at an eerie touch. All is silent, save for the occasional nightbird calls. Closer on Robin. An off-screen sound, clink of metal against stone alerts him. He spins about and moves cautiously off-screen. On Jack Clown's mausoleum, establishing a very expensive mausoleum with mortal remains of Jack Crown and James Dean-style teen idol. Hold on, I have a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old. Never mind.
Mhm.
All right, a James Dean-style teen idol are interred. The flower and wreath bedeck the fence, along with other mementos mori such as flashy hood ornaments, sunglasses, even guitars and leather motorcycle jackets, all left by fans. Think of the tributes left by the faithful of Jim Morrison's grave in Paris. The statue pedestals rise in the front of the tomb. Whatever rested on it appears to have been freshly broken off. Angle concludes Robin, who approaches cautiously.
Just a second.
Okay.
Batman?
Suddenly, jumped by 3 grave robbers wielding shovels and crowbars.
Ugh!
Another angle. Robin manages to take out grave robber number 1 with a sidekick to the gut.
Oof.
But grave robber number 2 grabs him from behind, bending him over backwards while grave robber number 2 approaches with a ready crowbar. I'm sure that's supposed to say 3. Robin struggles to free himself. He flips his legs over grave robber number 2's head, and number 3 swings and misses, and forces a swing causes number 3 to stagger off balance. Closer, grave robber 2 is thrown off balance as well by Robin's move. He staggers backwards, releasing his hold on Robin, who completes his flip and lands on top of the mausoleum. On grave robber 2, he trips over a large burlap sack on the ground by the mausoleum, causing a large object to spill from the sack. Favor Robin as he crouches at the marble edifice and looks down and reacts in shock and disdain. His POV, the sack, now partially revealing the marble statue of Jack Crown, which the grave robbers were stealing.
Grave robbers, man. How sick can you get?
Wide angle, the 3 grave robbers get to their feet.
Movie fans will pay top dollar for that statue.
Number 2 pulls out a gun.
Yeah, and your costume will bring in some bucks too.
On Robin. Quick as thought, he lets fly with the batarang. On 3 grave robbers, the batarang knocks the gun out of number 2's hand. The 3 turn to flee. On Robin, he hurls another batarang, this time with a line attached. Angle includes grave robbers. Running, the batarang whips into shot and around all 3 of them, spinning cocoon around them. They fall heavily.
Sorry to bury your plans.
Oh God, he really wrote that. Wipe 2, cemetery. Ayrton, did you write this script? Wipe 2, cemetery. Robin stands
I
near
might
the
have
bat
done
cycle. Yeah, no shit. Robin stands near the bat cycle, speaking to the console mic. In background, we can see GCPD Cherry Top strobing through the night.
Mountain Crest is a wash, Alfred. All I found were 3 ghouls working the graveyard shift. That hurts me to read. I'll check out Gotham Cemetery.
You hurry, Master Dick. It's not long until midnight.
Close on Robin. He checks his watch. 10:45. In an hour and 15 minutes.
Don't I know it's about this RC car?
Another angle. He puts the microphone back and starts to get on the bat cycle, then reacts to something he sees off screen. His POV, Wayne gravesite. The stone monument to Thomas and Martha Wayne. Robin steps into shot and looks at the well-tended grave. Quite aware of the responsibility he has this night.
I'll find him. I promise.
Angle includes bat cycle. He gets on the bat cycles and roar off screen. Wipe 2, Batcave, Alfred and Robin. Robin is pacing, looking very distraught. Alfred isn't much happier.
Nothing at Gotham Cemetery either. Joker was jiving me. I wouldn't be surprised if he sicked those grave robbers on me.
Do you think he was lying about the auction for Master Bruce's life?
No,
on Robin,
that I
grim.
believe. He was right about something else, too. If I'm going to find Bruce, I have to think like Batman.
Angle includes the clock. Alfred glances at it. 11:10. Okay, let's just take into perspective real quick. In 25 minutes, this motherfucker's made it from one side of the town with the cemetery to the other side of the town, and then back to Wayne Manor, which is on the edge of town, and is
All
in the
while driving
Batcave.
an RC car.
This motherfucker can teleport.
Well, I mean, when you're driving an RC car and you don't stop for red lights, maybe.
All right.
Hey,
Alfred.
RC cars don't have to follow traffic laws.
His motorbike looks like
True.
works. His motorbike works like ambulances, where it makes the lights all turn green as you're approaching them. You know.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, sure line, Alfred.
Yes, and I suggest you do it quickly, lad.
On Robin, worried, trying to keep it together.
It's not easy, Alfred. I mean, much as I admire Bruce, I've never wanted to be like him. So grim, so driven.
Alfred enters the shot and puts a hand on Robin's shoulder.
I know, but if he wasn't the man that he is, where would you be now?
In some
in.
flea-bitten circus?
Push in on Robin, brow furrowed in concentration. Then suddenly he looks up off screen. Alfred follows his gaze. Trophy area. On display is a huge papier-mâché Chinese dragon head. Robin moves to it.
The Chinese dragon case.
Angle includes Alfred, who approaches.
That time the two of you held prisoner in Chinatown by Dr. Zinzin.
Favor Robin. He held up the vial of acid, regards it.
Batman used the acid from his belt to dissolve our chains.
So you think Master Bruce is in Chinatown?
Another angle. Robin clenches his fist in determination.
No, you said the case had to do with the drug trade.
He heads off screen. Alfred follows. Garage area. Robin heads for the bat cycle, followed by Alfred.
The biggest drug connection in Gotham City is a woman who's named Drakkar. They call her the Dragon. She's the one I want.
He revs the bat cycle and peels out. Alfred watches him go.
Bravo, lad. Bravo.
Exit Gotham Square.
Look. I need to wrench this bike a little bit before I can run it. Okay.
Bravo, lad. Bravo.
This is the seedy heart of Gotham nightlife, the equivalent of Times Square or Hollywood. Garish theater and nightclub marquees and the colorful, heterogeneous collection of boutiques, electronic stores, and there's a store devoted to selling Batman and Robin kitsch. See, I Am the Night. A nightclub called the Batcave. Maybe somebody wearing a t-shirt with the Bat logo on it. Vertical pan up to a rooftop where Robin stands in the shadow of a huge billboard looking down. Closer on him. Robin leans forward. He spotted something in the street below. His point of view downshot. With a scuzzy small-time hustler named Skates sailing along the sidewalk on rollerblades. Angle on sidewalk. Skates. Towards us. Past the old lady, grabbing her purse off her arm. The lady reacts in dismay. Ah! You're not the lady, Ayrton.
I'm the lady.
Track with Skate. Skate digs out, moving fast towards us, coming up level with narrow alley between the two buildings. Robin's arm thrust out, grabs Skates, yanks him off screen into the alley. Another angle. Robin steps partway out of the alley, holding Skates by the shirt front, with one hand, Skates in one hand and the purse in the other. He hands the purse to the old lady, who hurries up to take it.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Enter alley. Robin pushes Skates up against the wall.
Hey, Skates. Long time, no bust. See, you're still working solo.
Favor Skates. He grins nastily.
Wrong, kid.
Another angle as Lenny, a thug roughly the size of a 2-car garage, grabs Robin in a bear hug from behind, pinning his arms and lifting him off the ground. Robin reacts in surprise.
I'm not a bunny rabbit, Lenny.
I got me a partner now. You see, or maybe you've already noticed.
Closer on Robin. Lenny starts to squeeze Robin with arms that would crush a grizzly. Robin struggles, but no avail. The boy wonder's face starts to turn purple as we fade out. Act 3. Fade in. Alley, night, continuous. Lenny still has Robin in the grip a Hulk Hogan couldn't break. Wow. Topical references are topical. Skates is grinning cockily.
What you gonna do now? Whistle for Batman? He's out of the picture, kid.
Closer on Robin, struggling. He managed to get his hand to his belt behind his back and pulls out his grappling gun. Another angle. He cocks his wrist and aims it upward, fires it off screen. Lenny reacts, startled, but doesn't let go. Lenny, huh? On fire escape. The grappling hook shoots up into shot and attaches itself on the ladder. Close to Robin's hand, he thumbs the button on the gun. Grappling gears. Sound effect. On fire escape ladder. It is pulled down off screen. High the line. Appropriate sound effect. On Lenny. Slow down on uptake. He finally looks up as the ladder shoots down into shot. The bottom rung whacks him in the head.
It said appropriate sound effect.
Look. I had to convert this leaf blower into the grappling hook.
Okay? Can we get a whack him on the head sound effect, Ayrton?
Hook ever.
Ayrton, have you got a whack on the head sound effect?
Oh, my bad.
Maybe that coconut dropping sound?
Something like that. Alright. Okay. Lenny, stun groan. He releases Robin, staggers, and falls. Angle includes skates. Skate takes off, trying to go from 0 to 60 on the rollerblades. Pan with him. Suddenly, a batarang with the line attached snakes into shot and wraps around him, yanking him off of his feet. He lands with his keister. His keister, ladies and gentlemen. With a thump. On Robin, holding the other end of the line, who steps up to Skates, grabs him and hauls him to his feet.
Where were we, Skates? Oh, I remember. You were going to answer some questions.
Sure, man. Whatever you want. Name it.
Favorite Robin,
Names.
looking as toughing as can.
Names and places. I know your car's got Batman. Talk to me.
They're gonna... They're gonna frag him. I don't know. Any more than that? I wasn't invited. Just the big shots, you know?
What do you mean they're going to frag him? That's a term for killing an officer of the military, Skates. When and where?
Robin gets into his face, making like he's going to feed Skates some knuckles.
When and where, Skates?
The graveyard. Midnight. That's all I know, I swear.
On Robin, startled. He releases Skates, who zooms off screen. Robin then starts to go after him, then stops. He turns and hastens the other way, off screen. Wipe 2. Exterior side street. Night. Bat cycle. Robin holds the mic to his mouth. Nearby, a subway kiosk and ventilation grating. Steam wafts from it.
So it looks like the Joker wasn't shucking me. Shucking me? That's a really weird reference I just made.
But the euphemism, sir.
But what graveyard could they be referring to? You've already investigated the only 2 cemeteries within the city limits.
The graveyard must refer to something else.
Other angle. Comes to a subterranean rumble as a subway train passes by. Lights flicker under grating. Robert reacts in frustration.
There goes the Uptown local. That means it's 11:30, Alfred. That means I'm gonna...
Closer on him. He stops suddenly, glances down at the subway grating, snaps his fingers.
Got an idea, Alfred. No time to explain. Just pray I'm right.
He drops the mic and dashes into the subway kiosk. Internal subway station establishing. One of the seedier subway stations in Gotham, on which is saying something. Graffiti is crusted like coral on the walls and pillars. Trash is everywhere. A derelict huddles in the corner against the cold. He looks up to Robin, dash past him, down the stairs to the lower level. Internal shot of lower level. Narrow corridor is veined with electrical conduits, circuit boxes, water pipes. Robin runs through shot. Internal corridor intersection, dimly lit by bare hanging bulb. Rat chitter and scurry about. Robin stops, unsure which way to go. Closer on him. A gun barrel suddenly extends into shot next to his head.
Church, that's actually you.
Oh, okay. Well, looky here. Come to see the show, bird boy? Wide angle. The thug is behind Robin, his gun cocked. Robin raises his hand slowly.
So I was right. The subway graveyard, the place where they keep the old train cars as well as have the cats that eat the rats in the sewers.
Yeah, you was right. Now you're gonna see the dragon. You ought to up the bidding more by a couple of notches. Points. This way. Other angle. Robin suddenly dropped to one knee, shooting the other foot straight out from behind him, catching the thug squarely in the chin. Be a sound effect, Ayrton. There we go. Ugh! Thug dropped like Polak steer. That is a very specific reference. A Polak steer.
Why
Robin
would you
dashes
Polak
off.
to see?
I mean, why wouldn't you? Robin dashes off screen. Internal service conduit. Robin crawls through the hands and knees. There's a light up ahead. He crawls towards it. On grating, a small grid on the wall where the corridor makes a 90-degree turn. Robin worms his way up it and peers through it. Reverse angle. Robin's face looking through the bars of the grid. He reacts in shock to what he sees off screen.
Oh my god!
Wide angles. Subway graveyard establishing. A huge, dimly lit area of Gothic arches and cobweb vaults. Several subway cars, decrepit with their windows broken, sit on intersecting track. With an open area and several long tables draped in tablecloths, decorated incongruously. Okay. There's all these $5 words. With expensive dishes.
That's a northern word there, son.
Yeah, no shit. We just said they'd be decorated bougie and shit.
Let's change it to that. Decorated bougie and shit.
With expensive dishes and the candelabra. Seated in front. Who brings this shit to the meet, right? Like, who's in charge of party planning for the criminal gatherings? Do you draw straws? Like, do you have to be the unlucky fucker that had to pick up Gothic candles for your criminal gathering?
Look, he's a mobster, but Herschel the Jew just isn't comfortable unless there's a nice, menorah.
Batman villains must have single-handedly kept Hot Topic in fucking business. Yeah, we need like 36 creepy candles. Do you think you can go to the mall and pick that up from Hot Topic? They'll definitely have them. Do you think they stocked up at Halloween time? Or
Just hand it to Lenny. He's a good boy. He can carry.
All right. Anyway, the bougie and shit, dishes, candelabra, seated at them with the cream of Gotham City's underworld. Pan the tables. We recognized Arnold Stromwell, Rupert Thorne, Two-Face, and others as they look up and hear.
The bidding will now begin, gentlemen.
Angle includes Drakkar and Batman. Drakkar stands at the top of one of subway cars. Scaffolding of stairs provides access to it from the ground. Batman is beside... See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. They had to bring stairs for this bitch. Those weren't just there. Like, they didn't just have stairs to get on top of a subway car. This motherfucker had to, like, set this up. Who's is it? Toy Man? Isn't
it's not just a ladder; it's stairs.
Right? Probably red carpeted stairs.
You have to pay Crime Structure Incorporated.
Right? No shit. All right.
Who to make the checkout
Batman
to?
isn't. Batman isn't. Is this a typo? A scaffolding of stairs provides access from the ground. Batman is beside. Okay, beside her, not inside her.
I mean, look, if you've got Batman chained up, we not wanting that.
Crucified by chains into an X-shaped cross. Beside him is a grandfather clock, the hands of which read 11:58. You better get the fucking RC car, Robin. All right, go ahead.
I am offering an unparalleled opportunity, the chance to unmask Batman and put a bullet through his head. How much am I bid, gentlemen?
On to mob leaders. This is their idea of entertainment. 10,000. Hammer pans to Two-Face, who flips his coin.
20,000.
Hammer pans to Stromwell.
Man, 50,000.
I didn't know Stromwell was also the penguin, but great. Conduit, Robin. Frantic, he pushes on the grid. It buckles but does not give. On Drakkar, quite pleased with the way things are going.
I have $50,000. Going once, going twice.
On Two-Face, he flips his coin once more, then looks up.
$200,000.
On Stromwell and Thorn, they react. Two-Face is playing for keeps. On Drakkar, she points to Two-Face.
200,000 once, twice. Sold. Two-Face has bought the right to unmask and execute Batman at the stroke of midnight.
On Grandfather Clock, the hands hit midnight. The clock begins to toll. The tolling extends through the next scene. Wider, include the subway car. Two-Face climbs up the steps in the car's roof as the tolling continues. On grid, it is knocked off screen as Robin kicks it. He leans out, glances off screen, and sees something. His point of view, a fuse box. Across the open space on the far wall. Push in fast on it. On Batman, grimly awaiting his fate. Two-Face enters shot, pulling a gun from his shoulder holster. The tolling continues. Closer. Two-Face steps up to Batman, cocking his gun as he reaches for Batman's mask.
It's payback time, bats.
On grid, Robin leans out and hurls the batarang off screen. The tolling continues. On Two-Face, he seizes Batman's mask and starts to pull it off, at the same time raising the gun. On Fuse Box, and the power line coming out of the box. The batarang slices through the line, a shower of sparks. The lights go out. Just as the clock tolls for the last time. Note, the following scene should be painted for darkness. Wide, the graveyard. Everyone reacts to the darkness. Mobsters.
Hey, the lights are out.
What's the deal? What's the
Some kind of trick? On
Is
overhead
Gotham
pipe.
City bankrupt again?
Another earthquake? The grappling hook shakes into the shot and wraps around the pipe. On Batman, Drakkar, Two-Face. The two criminals still reacting. These last few shots, needlessly should say, play very fast. Suddenly, Robin swings into the shot and slams into Drakkar and Two-Face, knocking them from the top of the car. Drakkar, Two-Face. On Batman, Robin pours out a vial of acid onto the chain and holds one of his arms out across. Sound effects, metal sizzling.
Cavalry's here, partner.
That one's way too specific. I don't have that one.
Batman pulls free. He and Robin leap forward from the roof of the car to another. On Mobsters, a little bit silhouette fleeing and confusion, trying to find the exits in the dark. Batman's loose! I'm out of here!
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
On Batman and Robin, standing atop the... Is Superman here? Standing atop the subway car. Both hurl batarangs with line. Don't we have guns? Batarangs with lines attached in opposite directions. On Drakkar and Two-Face. Batman's Batarang whips into shot and wraps up Drakkar and Two-Face. They fall. On Stromwell and Thorn. Robin's Batarang does the same for Stromwell and Thorn. Ah, no!
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay!
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dog! Wide angle. Batman and Robin looking down captured criminals. Wipe 2. Skyscraper. Dawn. Batman and Robin stand on the ledge overlooking the city. Dawn begins to bleed the eastern sky. A breeze whips in their capes.
I still can't believe I found you.
I knew that you would. Though you did cut it a bit close.
So much of it was sheer luck.
Not luck. Skill. I taught you well.
Closer on them. Robin looks at Batman, taken aback.
Is that all you could say, Bruce? I saved your life.
That was the idea.
Favor Robin. Robin raises his hand in a gesture of defeat. He turns to walk away.
Gotta get back to GSU. Midterms today, and I can only use the fact my roommate committed suicide so many times.
Favor Batman, watching Robin walk away.
Hey, partner.
Robin turns, looks back, closer on Batman. He smiles.
Thanks.
On Robin, surprised at first, then he grins. The grin of a son winning the favor of a most demanding father. Like an Asian who wants his son to be a doctor. But his son wants to be a Korean pop star, even though he's Chinese. So he gets plastic surgery to follow his heart. And the father can't accept this until he does, when the son saves his life with Korean pop music.
Church. Did this hit a little too close to home? Are you okay? Do you need to talk about something, Church?
We savor his triumph for a moment.
This is a safe space. You're among friends.
Fade out.
Talk this out.
The end. Like my life after reading this.
If I had known what I know now, I would have totally suggested this should be our background image for the episode.
Oh God, what do you have?
Oh no.
What are you?
Oh, Robin with a leaf blower. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
I just need to point out, I could not hear any of the sound effects I was playing. I was just laughing at your guys' reactions.
They were atrociously terrible for the moment.
A lot of times we got a pterodactyl scream instead of a human one. That was pretty good.
Oh wait, did I click that on accident?
Every time.
Yeah.
There's no way I click that every time.
Every time.
Yep. Or the moment we got a cat instead of a rat.
There was no rats, so I figured I'd throw a cat in there.
I was fine with that one, actually. That was good.
I'm sorry. The sound effect for him activating the grappling hook was
All right. In my defense, the sound effect was labeled drill, so I thought it would be like, it would be like the spinning of a
drill. A drill.
That's what it's. I can't hear them. That's what it.
Ayrton,
said.
look at my picture. That's what it sounded like. That picture right there.
That actually went really well. I enjoyed that a lot.
Unfortunately, I will be right back. But yeah, I'm just going to cut to the quick and say we got to do this again. We got to do more of these.
I don't know if you want to put my picture up for the audience if any viewers want to see what it was.
We need to get. I mean, this is the Gospel Comics. We're gonna get like comic book scripts and do this.
Well, that's what this is. Like, Batman is a well-loved comic property.
I get it. I'm just saying.
I don't think comic book scripts will work as well because I just don't feel like sitting here and reading for 2 hours.
I mean, you wouldn't, but I'm not gonna drive you nuts on that.
We there's a way you could do that. There's a way you could jazz it up.
Yeah, but I'm not signing Moody up to translate it for that.
Now,
with
you
my
might have missed
fancy
this.
sound effects.
You might have missed this, Joe, but we have 2 more unaired scripts for this show.
Oh yeah, and then all the ones that were actually broadcast. I have access to all of those too. Let me just pull up a little sample, and then there's non-comic.
Are they full of $5 words too?
Oh, probably. Let's see what we got here. I got non-comic related stuff. 10 Things I Hate About You. Got Animaniac scripts.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Beast
yes.
Wars Transformers.
Yes.
I just want to know who plays Pinky and who plays the Brain.
I think I'm going to let that be Ayrton and Joe. And I think the roles will work themselves out.
What are we doing tonight, Joe?
That's right. I've got let's see, a Dead Zone, Diagnosis Murder from the 90s.
Lord.
I got some old Doctor Who scripts.
Hey,
I like that. Old? Like which era?
Let's see.
The original BBC show.
William Hartnell.
Nice.
Patrick.
Okay,
Troughton.
so yeah, the first couple of incarnations, cool.
Oh yeah, old stuff. Yeah, I mean we've got a plethora of scripts we can pillage. We've got the Flash TV show, the old one.
Oh
yes.
Amazing.
I would like to see if we could find an unaired version of the original Teen Titans show. That would be fun.
Let's see what we got here. I haven't gotten to T's yet. So wait, hold on. I just passed Q's. I got to check. Quantum Leap is on here. From South Park, Space Ghost. Wait, is Ghost
Space Ghost?
Yeah. What were you on? Teen Titan. I got Teen Titan Go. No, that one's for a Ford. The Titan Go. Nope, that one's for
Titans
Ford.
is, I think, what I was thinking of. Yeah.
I'll keep a lookout for it, but I mean, I've got a lot of stuff on this particular website I can send you.
So let's see things that I've got. I've got a Twilight Zone. Star Trek.
Yep.
An unaired.
I got the
unaired South Parks.
I got the Tick.
Live action or animated?
2 of the Simpsons.
Let's
see what else.
I think that how many seasons did the live action have? It was just 1, right?
2.
I think this is the animated, but I'll be more sure later. But yeah, I enjoy these, and I mean I
also
go ahead.
I have a copy of the final script for the unaired final episode of the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Okay.
I've read that before, actually. It's quite good.
It is very good.
I'm gonna speak some blasphemy. Compared to this, it's probably better. I mean, this is a serviceable BTAS episode.
Yeah.
But there are just a couple of bits, the bits that made us laugh the most.
To be fair, if they were to ever air it, they would probably change those bits out.
Yeah, those couple of bits are like your granddad trying to talk serious.
And to also be fair, I don't actually run sound effects for a large animation studio.
Yeah. Oddly enough, well, I still don't know how I did as far as being a Joker goes. I wish there had been more Two-Face. I really do.
Good.
I don't know why, but in my brain, I like the idea that Harvey Dent sounds like a 1930s reporter man.
I will say that when you got to the part where Joker starts talking quieter, I think it sounded way more in line with his normal kind of sinister tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even had this for you,
The-
Joe, in case you couldn't get the laugh.
Oh, nice.
But
Well, no, Moody and I had talked about it before, and I was really concerned about not being able to laugh good, but also I didn't want to try and ape Mark Hamill because Mark Hamill's amazing, and nothing's worse than a bad Mark Hamill impression,
right.
right? So I was like, I'm gonna go with a more intimidating Joker because I want to be sort of disrespectful. Because Robin's a side act; he's not good enough for the A game. And the question was, oh, you're gonna go kind of more Heath Ledger, and it's like, because you don't want to do a bad Heath Ledger either. I think everybody's really tired of those after about as tired as we are of really bad Banes.
But he was also doing practice laps and worried that people thought he was turning into a madman.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Oh, let's see what we got. Anything?
Because I care about this production. God damn it!
Good man.
Also, we could get access to old scripts of The Shadow from the radio days.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yes, please. God, please. I love Be the Shadow.
Well, we used to listen to those on the show, and it just kind of fell off because people eventually stopped showing up.
But like, this is entertaining. If for no other reason, we're having a good time doing
Right?
this.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, the only
yeah.
reason we did them before was because we were like doubling up on how many times we put the show on to try and build an audience. And then I was like,
we were
"Fuck building an
doing
audience."
we were doing 4 shows a week at one point, Church. Come on.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
in all seriousness, gonna be serious for a minute. Yes, we enjoy doing these, which is great. But
I think that
if-
explains to Joe and Moody why you guys don't care that I don't try very hard anymore.
but if viewers
let me
was our
explain.
focus,
No.
let me just say this
hold
real
on.
quick.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say
the reason I'm fine with Church not caring as much anymore because our very first couple of shows he wanted to review the entirety of Planet Hulk and World War Hulk, which is what 240 issues that he said. He was like, "Hey, you can read all these in a week and a half." I was like, "I don't know, I'll fucking try."
Yeah, like I had to understand that not everybody can just sit down and do that like I can.
Well, what I was gonna say is that obviously we're doing this because we're having fun, which is great. But if views was actually our focus, if we actually cared about getting more bodies in seats, we'd have to advertise more places. There are more ways to advertise that we're actively not doing because we're not.
I'll get Gospel of Comics tattooed on my ass.
Also, we'd have to,
That's
be
good
pursuing.
advertising.
All right, Church, you gotta start paying him sponsorship money now.
Look, I don't think Ayrton getting a tramp stamp that says Gospel of Comics is really advertising so much as that's a personal fetish that he needs to consider his life decisions about.
Hey, don't you judge me.
So Danielle, how did it feel to be the main villain of the episode?
Great.
Also,
It felt great.
I'll go ahead and
I felt so important.
I'll put this out there. I will double Ayrton's current pay if he gets that.
To tell the truth, because actually, I believe it or not, I read this in a Spider-Man book. I'm not kidding, like a novel. Apparently, voice actors, specifically voice actors, actually compete really actively to get the villainous roles because villains get to chew the scenery and cut loose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The heroic characters and the side characters, they got to be restrained and focused. Villains get to ham it up. Just a little bit.
You just get to let go.
Yeah, I rewrote the whole script just so Drakkar could be female, just so you could do that.
I know. I feel so honored. We regendered the whole script.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in certain corners, we improved the script.
I would say my
feminism.
I would say my sound effects tapping definitely improved it.
Hashtag feminism. Women can be villains too.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I started trying to find more ridiculous ones just to see how you guys would play them off. Larry, you were brilliant with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will say, if you find one that's custom, we'll start getting the script out to you a little bit earlier so you can program the right sound effects in.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for one that I can customize better.
I will say, in a certain way, I'm kind of feeling bad for anyone who's listening because, especially with Larry, there's very little to indicate which parts were the real parts of the script and which is just Larry just rambling on.
I'm pretty sure they know that Robin wasn't actually driving an RC car around Gotham City at the middle of the night.
I was reading the script and I don't know that, Ayrton. Calm down. It's personally in my head canon now that Robin drives around a little teleporting RC car.
That was a great visual, by the way. That was amazing.
I mean, if we ever do another Batman script, it's enshrined. We have to use the RC car sound because you gotta maintain internal consistency.
Right.
Well, only for the Bat Cycle, we can come up with something even more ridiculous, like a Hemi or something for the Batmobile. Maybe a bicycle with a card in the spoke.
No, you just gotta get the bicycle bell and the cart
Well, does this mean that now if we're
like
on
that?
that'll work.
Yeah.
But does this mean now that if they're talking on radio receiver, we have to use like a McDonald's voiceover? It's like,
I think we handled those parts well enough on our own.
Should I have muffled myself more? I apologize. I didn't know that was part of it.
You know what would be good though is if we could find an actual script for like the Turkish Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Wait. What?
As much as I enjoy doing about an hour of television, because that was the Powerpuff Girls thing, I think an actual movie would be too long. I think we'd lose our minds.
That would be a special occasion thing, and we'd have like an intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. If we're gonna do that, we divide it into acts and do the acts separately.
Yeah.
No. But I'm saying, like, the first time we do a movie, it should be like a special occasion matinee thing where we just get together and just do it.
So Ayrton, the Turkish people don't believe in intellectual property laws. So there's a Turkish Spider-Man. There's Turkish Batman, there's Turkish Superman, there's Turkish Star Wars. In India, they have the same stuff. So Spider-Man and Superman and Batman.
Wait, so you're telling me there's a wealth of amazingly horrible stolen copyright movies that I could watching?
There's a very key, very important difference. Okay, and it's the dumbest thing, but I know this because I took courses in music, despite the fact I never learned an instrument. Because I do in fact like music. The Turkish Spider-Man is,
and you hate
the Turkish Spider-Man and so on are just bad and therefore awesome. The stuff from India is Bollywood. Bollywood has enough population in India to actually have budget, right? So the movies can be technically proficient, but because India only makes movies for India and doesn't really give a shit about the rest of the world, they are batshit insane musicals because all Indian cinema is a musical with dance numbers.
That's making me like it even more.
All I'm gonna say, man, is I've seen their version of The Matrix, okay, which is a weird hybrid of The Matrix and Terminator, and ultimately involves a bunch of malevolent Indian androids forming a giant snake and consuming exploding vehicles.
That sounds way better than both Matrix and Terminator.
There was
and yet it's awful.
There's also a movie I saw of theirs where there was an evil bird spirit who was haunting and destroying people's cell phones. So they had to get an army of miniature androids that were the size of cell phones to form a super giant android to defeat the ghost.
Chat agrees that these things are awesome and we should do them.
Shout out J.K. Summers for sticking around. Shout out to for Darb for showing up. I don't know if he's still here. But just wanted to get those out real quick. And I need to ask something about Indian cinema. Did we just take Sweeney Todd from them? Is that how that happened?
No.
Because I still haven't figured out how the fuck that movie got made.
Sweeney Todd is Western. It's European. It was a play, and Tim Burton is occasionally revealed to be a hack. I mean, he's a genius. He's very good at it. He's a hack.
More specifically, the way Tim Burton makes movies, he can throw the most outlandish shit out there, and people literally are not sure whether it's going to be good or not because it's hit and miss, and it's always crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
also
it's like
shout
Freddy
out
Got
Darb, who is
Fingered.
still here.
Nice. It's like the movie Freddy Got Fingered, which was actually a giant joke by Tom Green, and he was so popular for a moment, the studio let him make a movie with almost no oversight. And that was Freddy Got Fingered.
Jesus. Wait a minute. I missed something because I wasn't following the chat live. Did Dillard come into chat and say he's going to represent the trans community in public?
Yes.
In front of children?
He was talking. No, because I asked him what's the best way to talk, and so he said in public and in front of children.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know Dillard was a transformer, but I can imagine it.
He is.
Well, I mean, I could imagine him voicing a Transformer in a Michael Bay Transformer movie.
You know they're making another one of those things?
Are they? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, the Chris Pratt movie, it's a great movie about global warming. It's also a movie about toxic masculinity.
Well, I mean, I heard from the Hate Mob that it's a movie about communism, except it's not. So I'm very confused by this.
Well, I mean, it's about communism in a roundabout way because, the global warming is happening in the communist countries first.
I see.
Basically, where I realized it was global warming was 11 minutes in during World Cup when the people from the future appeared and said, "We, your children, are asking you, our parents, to help us save the future." That was the moment where I realized, oh, this is a global warming movie.
See,
in which case, all the boomers in the movie step forward and say, "Get over your entitlement, prick. Go back to the future."
Well, no, they all joined a draft to go fight a war in the future for some reason.
I fought in World War II against Nazis. You can go fight aliens in the future, god damn it.
But once you guys watch that movie, we could have a nice conversation about that movie.
I mean, I don't wanna, but I suppose it's gonna happen now.
Also, Trece is an excellent series based on a Filipino comic book. It's on Netflix. It's a 6-episode series. I would recommend that. I had a good time watching that.
Okay.
Also, there's a TV show on Disney Plus that's basically, what if Wes Anderson made Umbrella Academy?
Are you just trying to plan out our TV watching for the week? Is that what this is?
Well, no, I've just gave them some suggestions.
Okay.
I have no intention to change my plan of only watching anime. That's it. I'm done.
So did Church leave us unsupervised on the show?
I wouldn't do that if I was him.
Quick, say the 14 words. No, go.
Alan
We
Moore,
must secure the
Alan Moore,
existence of our people in a future. Oh wait, you weren't talking to me.
All right, I'm going to be a party pooper. I have to go, guys, because I have a kid that's up. But
how dare you?
All right.
I know
See
I'm
ya.
awful.
You,
All right, bye,
we'll
guys.
invite you along to the next reading.
Hey,
Okay.
no. What she needs to show up for? She needs to show up for Gospel of Darkness, like she said she's going to.
It was out of my control. It was
That's
out of
this
my
coming
control.
Sunday.
I understand
Perfect.
this, but I'm still going to be scowly, just in case.
That's
because
this
shame
Sunday.
is a powerful motivator.
All right, I'll see you later, guys.
I think with
Later.
Larry's television recommendations and Danielle bidding us adieu, I think that's a good a place as any to wrap the show up. If anybody has any final thoughts, because I'm
and
not
Darb
watching a
did
Chris
say
Pratt
he was
movie.
still here.
I know. I acknowledge that.
Okay.
We love Darb. Darb's like the best. But anyway, thank you, Moody, for all the work you put into to making this actually much smoother than the Powerpuff Girls script.
You mean like in the Powerpuff Girls, we had reached a point where we had to decide who was doing it, and 5 people were trying to say the line at the same time?
I will say though, this script deserved more organization than the Powerpuff Girls script.
True.
Yes,
but we'll probably do another Batman episode and then dive into something else for a while.
Because like with another pass through and editing, this could have been a decent script.
The Powerpuff Girl script we read because it deserved to be mocked. This we read because it deserves to be respected.
with some light mockery.
Yeah, but the mockery is internal, not the subject matter.
We're mocking each other rather than the script.
Also, I
think we can mock the production a bit.
Also, I've just seen a meme that the only person who can defeat Dom when he's avenging his family is apparently Chris Benoit.
Why?
I don't know if that's too soon or not.
Well, with that, good night, everyone.
Oh, somebody else took it before me.
That's right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, see it.
There can only be one Ayrton. You're being supplanted.